All right, so let's wait for 2 more minutes to start the lesson, lesson 3. All right, hello everyone. This is Teacher Ashley, and welcome to our lesson. Lesson 3 is Introduction to Money. All right, can you all hear me? Can you type 1 in the comment area to let me see if you can hear me clearly? Can you all hear me? All right, so now let's start. So today we're going to learn money. All right, so why is it so important? So today we'll learn different types of Singapore coins and notes. All right, and also learn the conversion of dollars to cents and how to make the same value using different coins and notes. And also learn how to solve some practical word problems, okay, that will help us in our real life. Now, let's see. Someone may asking, oh, why do we still need money? Why do we still need to know about the notes, know about the coins, while now is all cashless life? All right, but sometimes maybe you need some coins to take the bus, or you need to go to hawker center, you need to pay cash, and sometimes you buy the book or even raise up the family, right? So you need money in everywhere. So that's very essential for us to know the cash. Okay, so in Singapore, we have these two kinds. And I know that around the world, we got so many different kind of currency, right? And in Singapore, the money look like this. So we got two type. One is the coins. All right, so this is, we call it coins. And then the other side is the notes. Okay, and now let's see, look at the coins below. Have you seen all of them before? Now let's try to write down the value of each coin in the boxes provided here. Now let's go by one. Let's go for one by one. Now the first one. What is this? The golden look like the golden-ish coin. What is that? Can I say is a $5? All right, let's look at here. We got cent, right? At the back side of the coin is writing cent. So this is 5 cents. Okay, so I write 5 cents. And how about the second one? Is writing here saying 10 cents, right? So 10 cents. All right, I'm writing cents in a different way, okay? And I will tell you why later. And now, how about the third one? Do you know what is the third one? The third one is 20 cents, right? The third one is 20 cents. And the fourth one is 50 cents. What about the last one? Okay, teacher actually see there's a 1. So can I write, okay, so this is 1 cent. Is this 1 cent? The last one, what is it? The last one is, look at here, is writing dollar, right? Very good. So the last one is $1. Okay, look. So now, let's see. So in Singapore, we got this sign for cents. This is the symbol for cents. And this is the symbol for dollars. Okay, so when we write the money in cents, the symbol is at the, now let's look at here. When we're writing about the cent, where the teacher actually writes the cent at? Is at the left or right of the number? Did I write the cent at the right or the left of the number? I write at the right side of the number, right? So let's write it down. So when we write money in cents, the symbol is always at the right of the number. How about dollar? How about dollar? When we write money in dollar, do we still need to write at the right side of the number? No, we write at the left side of the number, okay? So for dollar, we write at the left of the number, okay? So now let's see. Oh, this time, instead of coins, we have so many notes. Let's see, we got $1, $2, $5, $10, $50, and $100. Have you seen all of them before? Let's write the names down, okay? So first, we got, what is the first one? First one is we have $2, right? Remember, we write the dollar sign at the right or left side of the number. Dollar sign. Always write at the left side, right? So $2 is look like this, okay? How about $5? How about $5? We write the dollar sign again at the left side. Oh, this is 5. And then this is $10, right? The red one, it's $10, okay? What can we use $10 to buy? We can buy, maybe we go to hawker center, buy food, right? And then how about $50? We got $50, okay? So this is 50. As you can see, we got a $50 here. And then the last one, wow, is $100, okay? So these are the notes of Singapore money. And now let's see. Learning 1, okay? You should have this one in the handouts that I sent to you, okay? So please refer to the questions there. Now, let's see. We got so many coins here. We need to find the value of each set of coins. And let's write it down together. So for the first one, oh, what are they? Are they dollars? Can I say they're dollars? They're not dollars, right? They are cents. So we got 10 cents and another 10 cents and another 10 cents and another 10 cents. And then the last one is 5 cents. So how much do we have? What is this? What is the value of this set? There should be, we got 40 and a 5. So there are, very good job, 45 cents. Yeah, so we got 45 cents since the cent is already there, so we don't need to write the sign one more time. Okay, and now how about the second question? We got 3 different kind of coins. This time we have a 50 cents, we got a 20 cents, and we got 10 cents. How much is this? What's the value of this set? Again, we need to add them up, right? So this is 70 cents plus 10 cents is, can you type the answer in the comments? What is 17 plus 10? 80 cents, very well done. So together we got 80 cents. And same, this one is the same. We already have the cent, so we don't need to write down the sign. All right. And now let's say question number 3 and question number 4. So again, we got 20 cents and we have a 10 cents. We got a 5 cents and another 5 cents. What is this? So again, we add them up. This is 30, right? And then this is 10. So if we add them up, there are 40 cents for this one, right? So we just need to add everything up. Okay, so this is 40 cents. And what about the last one? What about the last one? Okay, for last one, I will give you some time. And can you do that? Can you try this on your side? And if you find the answer, please type it in the comments. Okay, let's try to do this together. We got 20 cents, 20 cents, another 20, and a 10. So if we add all of them up, we got 60 cents plus a 10 cent. So together we got 70 cents for the number 4 question. All right, so that's for number 4. And every time when you try to find the value of some set of coins, try to write down all the exact value first, and you can just do the addition. Okay, yes, I can see someone give me 70 cents. Very well done. Okay, and if you're all done, we can move on to the next one. Can you show me a thumb up once you've done these 2 questions? Can you type a thumb up in the comments? All right, I can see that. Very good. Okay, so now let's move on to the next one. This time we have notes and coins mixed up, right? And now let's see. First one. So we have dollar, we got notes, and we have coin. Okay, so let's see, what is this? What's the value of this note here? Is $50, right? This is $50. So this is $50, and then the one above, then the one below is $5. What is the value of the coin over there? Look at here. If you look really carefully, you can see here's a dollar, right? So this is $1 coins. So if we add everything up, what can you see? What is the value of this one? What is $50 plus $5 plus $1? That's an easy math, right? Anyone can tell me what is it? Is it $56? Right, it's $56. Okay, and now let's look at the second question. We got 3 $10 and 1 $2. Okay, so we got 3 $10 and 1 $2. And let's write it down. So that is $30 plus $2. That is $32 for this one, right? Okay, I give you a big thumb up for all of you who did the question with me just now. Okay, let's try number 4 and number 3 and number 4. For number 3, again, this is $10 and this is $5 and this is $2. So you just need to add them up. Okay, for number 3, can you type the answer in the chat box? Can you type down the answer and show me? Okay, for number 3, what is the answer for number 3? We're just doing simple calculation, right? So $10 plus $5 plus $2 equals to, all right, okay, so we got 17. Okay, so equals to $17. Okay, how about number 4, the last one? How about the number 4? So we have 5, 5, 5. We have 3 $5 note, right? That is $15 plus 2 $2 note, that is $4, and plus a $1. That is equals to, do y'all get $20? Very well done. Yes, we see someone writes $20. Good job. Okay, so that's all for learning 1, the 4 little questions. And I can give you some time to write down the equation if you have the handouts, okay? Try to label the exact number just besides the notes and the coin, okay? So that you can see it clearly and just easily do the calculation. All right, if all of you are done and following me, let's move on to learning. Okay, let's move on to the next question. So see, we need to match those with the same value, okay? So again, we need to write down the exact number first. Okay, let's write down the exact number first. So the first one is $50, right? This is $50. Wow, such a lot of money, right? So we got $50. And then the next one is $5. And then this is 50 cents. This is $10. This is $100, right? This is 10 cents, 20 cents, and $2. Okay? So can you write this on your side as well? Let's label them together, okay? That's all for the left side. And now let's start doing from the right side. So for first one, oh, how many $1 coins do I have? I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the first one is $5. And then for the second one over there, you can see we got two 5 cents, right? So that is 10 cents. Okay? And then how about the third one? How many 5 cents do we have? We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So that should be 50 cents. And then the fourth one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We got 5 $10 notes. So that is $50. And then this is $10. This is $100. This is $2. And this is 20 cents. And now let's start matching. Okay, so the first one is $50. We match to there, right? And then the second one, $5 to the first one and the right side. And then the third one goes to, okay, once we write the exact value of each note and coins, it is much more easier for us to do the matching, right? So let's just do one by one. All right. Do you have any questions? Okay, so all of you, do you got any questions to Teacher Ashley? All good? All good. All right. And so let's move on to the next one. Okay, so let's see. We got, what is the cost of 5 cents, 5 10-cent stamps and 6 20-cent stamps? Okay, so meaning we're going to add everything up. We're going to add everything up. So again, remember, we need to write down the exact number down first. All right, so first, cost of 5 10-cents. So we got 5 and 10 cents, right? So 5 10 cents and 6 20 cents, right? So 6 20 cents. All right, so we just need to add them up, right? So what is 5 times 10? Easy, right? Remember, 10 times anything, it's just adding an extra 0 in the end. So this is 50. This is 50 cents. And this is 120 cents. Okay, so we are going to add those two together. We have 170 cents all together, right? But can I write 170 here? Is this right? No, right? We can't do that because the question is asking, oh, what's the dollar, right? So we need to convert cent to dollar. And if you don't know, that's okay. I have a tip here. So I can tell you that 100 cent is $1. Okay, so 100 cent is $1. So like that, how about 170 cents equals to what dollar? How many dollars? So 170 cents is how much dollars? If 100 cents is $1, you can get 1.7. So we got $1.7 for this one, right? Yes, very well done. And I see someone gave me the right answer for this one. Okay, so this is for learning to question 1. And bear in mind that we got 100 cents is $1. Okay, 100 cents is $1. So every time when you see the word problems of money questions, write down the exact number and do the calculation. It's either multiplication or addition or even subtraction. Okay, that is just much more easier for us. And now, let's see this one. How many $5 notes do you need to make up $100? That's an easy question. That's an easy question. All right. So how many $5 notes? All right. So this is 5. We need $5 notes. Oops, let me change the color. So we got $5 note. Do you need to make up how much? Oh, someone told me so fast. Okay. So to make $100. So how many $5 is 100? This is something about division and something about multiplication. Okay, time to test your times table. Okay, what times 5 equals to 100? 20, well done. So we need 20 $5 notes to make $100. Okay, very well done. I see 2 of you answer the question. So we need 20 $5 note to make up $100. All right, well done, everyone. Okay, and now let's move on to the next question. So a cashier counted the coins in the register. There were 6 50-cent coins, 9 20-cent coins, 8 10-cent coins, and 10 5-cent coins. So many. What was the total amount of money? All right, and remember my tips. We write down all the exact number first and do the calculation. And now, let's write it together, okay, everyone? I hope you all can use your pencil to do on your side as well. Okay, let's try. So first, 6 50-cents. 6 50-cents, right? So one more time, when we write the cent, we write at the right side of the number. Okay, so 6 50-cents is, how much do we have? We got 30 cents for this one, right? And then we've done this one. How about 9 20 coins? Is no matter it's notes or coins, we just do the money calculation. Okay, we got 9 20 cents, and that is 180, right? So 9 times 20 is 180 cents. How about next one? This one we've done also. How about 8 10-cent coins? 8 10-cent coins. That's easy. 8 10 cents, which is just 80 cents. And then lastly, we got 10. Oops. We got 10 5 cents, right? And that is just 50 cents. Okay? Do some of you, do you get the answer now? What's the total amount? What is the total amount? So for now, we just need to add everything up. All right, we got 300 plus 180 plus 80 plus the 50. Oops, plus the 50. Equals to, what's the total amount? What is the total amount we have? What is 300 plus 180 plus 80 plus 50? Is equals to 610 cents. Okay? Right, so we got 610 cents. So can I write 610? Yeah, someone got the right answer. Very well done. Okay, so can I write 610? And the blank, can I just write that? Of course can't, right? We need to find the dollar, okay? So we still need to convert. Now let's erase the answer there and let's do the conversion, okay? So we got 610 Oh, equals to how many dollars? Remember, 100 cents is $1. So you just go 1, 2, that is 2.1. Very good. I see some of you already find the answer, okay? So this one is $6.1. Okay, so the cashier actually have $6.1 altogether. That's a lot, right? That's a lot. Okay, this one have a lot of working, guys. This one we need to write a lot of equations. We need to write down 5 equations, okay, for multiplication to calculate how much was the value for each set. And then we need to add all of them up together. And you will get 610 cents. And then we convert the cents to the dollars. You will get $6.1. Okay, and I know for primary one, like in the school, we don't actually learn about decimal yet, but you need to know the conversion of money, okay? And let's move on. Can I move on? Can you show me a thumb up if you're all right? Yes, good. And I want to remind you one more thing. Okay, so one more time, when we write the cent, you see, when teacher actually writing the cent is always at the right side of the number. Okay, it's always at the right side of the number. But when I write the dollar is at the left side of the number. Okay, so be clear about where can you write about cent and dollar. Okay, don't mix them up. Okay, if you can't write something like this is wrong. And you can't write something like $60. Okay, someone say $60, so $60. No. Okay, both of those two options wrong. So please remember this. All right, and let's move on to this one. So let's read the question together, okay? So Madam Liu wants to get some present for her children, okay? She buys a bag and a box of colored pencils. How much money does she need to pay for the 2 items? All right, so here we got 3 items. We have a bag which cost $19, and we got a color pencil which cost $11, and a pencil case which cost $12, right? And now what do you want to know? She buys a bag and a box of color pencil. How much money does she need to pay for the 2 items? Okay, if we want to know how much she needs to cost for 2 items, we need to plus them together, right? So what is the price for a bag? What is the price for a bag? Can you tell me? What is the price for the bag? Where can I find the price for the bag? Is over there, right? So this is what we need. And then we still looking for, does she want to buy pencil case? No, we don't want to buy pencil case, right? We want to buy the colored pencils. Okay, so these are the 2 things we need to add up. So now let's try to do the calculation. All right, so when you write down the equation, please always carry the sign, the dollar sign or the cent sign with you. Okay, always have the dollar sign with you. So now let's write it down. We got $19. Okay, how about let me try to write this one outside. So we got $19 plus 11, which is our color pencils, equals to, what is 19 plus 11? What is 19 plus 11? 19 plus 11. 9 and 1, they are best friend pairs, right? Remember what we learned in our first lesson? Right, what we learned in our first lesson, 9 and 1, they are best friend pairs, right? So 19 plus 11 equals to 30, right? So that's all the amount of money Madam Liu needs if she wants to buy a bag and a colored pencil for her child. So, and remember, you need to write down your answer statement. So in the end, she needs to pay $30 for the 2 items. All right, do you get $30? Everyone, do you get $30? If you get $30 just like me, can you show me a smile face in the chat box? Can you show me a smile face in the chat box if you got $30 as well? Can you show me a smile face? Okay, so let me just move on. All right, now let's see. Madam Liu gives the cashier $50. Oh, she gives too much, right? We only need $30. Okay, so but she gives the cashier $50. Then how much money does she get back? Okay, because we know we only need $30, but she gives 50, meaning we can get some change, right? So how much money does she get back? So she give the cashier $50 and then get back, right? So minus 30, how much can we get back? We can get $20 back, okay? So Madam Liu can get $20 back. This is the change. All right, so this is a word problem, guys. This is a word problems. So for word problems, you need to remember always underline or circle the relevant information. Okay, for example, this question, do you need the information about pencil case? No, right? This is irrelevant information. We only want the price of bag and the price of box of colored pencil. So don't be bothered by the $12, okay? This is irrelevant information. We only need $19 and $11. All right? And now the last one, the last question, okay? So this time, Chloe has these coins below, okay? So what does she have? Let's read all of this coins together, okay? So the first one, what is the first one? The first one is $1, right? $1. And then the second one is 50 cents, 50 cents. And then the third one is also 50 cents. And we got 20 cents, 20 cents, 20 cents, and 10 cents, right? And these are the coins. Now, okay, now we know that these are all the money Chloe has. And with that amount of money Chloe has, how much money does she have left after buying an ice cream that cost $2? Okay, so I have this amount of money and I am Chloe, so I'm handing all the coins to the supermarket and I want to buy an ice cream which costs $2. How much money do I left after buying the ice cream? All right, so now instead of doing the subtraction directly, we can also just cross on the coins. So $2. And this, how much money are there? We got a $1 and 2 50 cents, right? So $1 and then 2 50 cents. So 50 cents plus 50 cents. It's just $1, right? So this is $2. Now, after we spent this $2, how many left? How much left? We still have 4 20 cents, 3 20 cents, and 2 10 cents, which is how much left? We still have 80 cents left, right? These are the amount we left after buying the $2 ice cream. All right, and then does she have enough money to buy a toast that cost $1.4 with the amount of money left? How much money we left? How much money we left? From the question 1, we left 80 cents, right? We left 80 cents. So this is the amount we left from after buying the ice cream. And now She wants to use the left money to buy a toast. Is it enough? Let's see. So 80 cents is how many dollar? $0.8, right? So remember, 100 cents is $1, right? So remember this one over there. And is $1.4 more or is $0.8 more? Of course, 1.4, right? So no, it's not enough, right? Because we only have 0.8. Now, let's see the last one. Then how about how much more? How much more money does she need? Okay, so if the money is not enough, then we need to use more, meaning we're looking for the difference, right? So we use subtraction. So we use $1.4 minus $0.8. We got, what do we have? We have $0.6 left, right? So we have $0.6 more. We need $0.6 more to buy the toast. Okay, very good job. And for today, what we learned so far, first, we've learned about how to recognize about the note and the coins, right? And we got $1 for the coins. We got $1, we got 50. We got $1, 50 cents, 20 cents, 10 cents, and 5 cents, right? And for notes, we got $2 notes, we got $5, $10, and 50 and 100. Okay, so every time we do calculation, please write down the exact number first and we do the calculation. All right, and now let's see. Now let's see the last question. 3 friends saved some money as shown below. Who saved the least amount of money? Oh, who saved the least amount of money? So we got Lucy, we got Mary, we got Noah. Okay, see, so let's see, we have to make them the same amount to compare, right? So how about we convert all of them to dollar? Okay, so we know that's 100 cents is $1, right? So, oh, someone already find the answer. That was fast. Okay, so for Lucy, we got 1.75, right? How about Mary? How much money Mary saved? Okay, we got $1.8 for Mary, right? And how about Noah? Noah is already there, right? The dollar. So the dollar is 2.05. Oh, Noah got a lot of money, right? So can I say it's Noah? No, because the question asking who saved the least amount of money. What does least mean? Meaning who is the poorest, right? Who saved the least? Okay, yes, we're looking for the minimum. Very good job. So who saved the least is Lucy, right? So Lucy is let's write it down. So 1.75 is smaller than $1.8, smaller than $2.05, right? So Lucy saved the least amount of money. All right, and that's all the questions for today. And after today's lesson, so please finish the homework that I was sent in the group chat, okay? So please finish the homework via the link. And also, this is our last live lesson, okay? And if you got any questions, you can ask in the group chat. And that's all. Okay, so have a good night, everyone. Have a good afternoon. Good night. Yes. Thank you. You're welcome.